Hey there, comic fans. I am back from the comic shop again this week with 8 new comics. I think I'm a little low energy tonight. Rainstorm out there. And I'm here on a Thursday night instead of a Wednesday because there was a shipping delay to my LCS, so they had no new comics yesterday. Sent an email out, so I didn't go there and then find that out. But first we'll show you the museum comic, which is almost a literal museum comic because they're in Kachu's studio looking at one of her paintings in this Strangers in Paradise number 64. Terry Moore. I wonder what year this came out. Is there a year on the... Nope, there's no year on his signature. I can't remember. I can't even remember the year Strangers in Paradise stopped. I don't have to look now. We'll bring this video to a halt so I can see what year Strangers in Paradise came out. Wow, it's amazing that I don't remember that. This came out March 2004. Wow. That was older than I thought. That makes this, what, 17 years old? Wow, this comic is 17 years old. How crazy is that? Strangers in Paradise. But nice cover. Double bagged. So I can pick it up and look at it. Good stuff. Now a new one will go out there. Let's see what I got this week. The first one is one I picked up off the shelf. Gru vs. Tarzan, a 4-issue mini. With Mark Evanier, Thomas Yates, and Sergio Aragonés. So we've got Tom Yates, I think, is doing the Tarzan stuff, and there's the Gru stuff. Let's see if we can get a Gru and Tarzan page. Were they both on the same page sometime? Not that I notice. Maybe sometime they mix. But just flipping through, I don't see it. But I'll probably add this to my pull list just for the heck of it. I haven't read any Gru in a long time. I used to buy it regularly in the 80s. Then we've got the Unethical SpiderMan. This is of course, the Punisher. What is that? Spider-Man? I can't remember the number now. 121, 131. No, 121 was the death of Gwen Stacy. What is this? 131, 132, whichever one it was, of the first Punisher. And this one, it's got a good number, 1001 of 2425. I think that's like 800 more than the Strangers in Paradise cover print run. So I guess it's better to parody Spider-Man than a random indie book. And then what do we have? I finally put Spawn officially on my pull list, just because it's the last $2.99 book. I'm not even a huge fan of it, but I do like the art. And now there's going to be 4 Spawn books, but I don't think I need 4 Spawn books. Certainly not 4 Spawn books with writing as mediocre as this, but you know, it's the last $2.99 book. I got to support it, so I'm doing that. Then what do we have here? We've got 2 issues of the Department of Truth. I'm finally caught all the way up on this. This is Department of Truth number 11, 10, and now this one are dealing with Bigfoot. The Department of Truth tries to tamp down conspiracy stuff because in this world, if enough people believe a conspiracy, it becomes true. So it's the Department of Truth, led by Lee Harvey Oswald. It's their job to make sure not too many people believe in wacky conspiracies. And I also got the 6th printing of issue 1. Since I think issue 6 was the first issue I picked up of this. So I didn't have 1 through 5. And this just came out this week. And John at my LCS told me that this was supposed to be the 1 in 25 cover. Except they mixed them up and made the B cover, this is the B cover, and made the A cover the 1 in 25 cover. And then they printed this as the, they printed this one to death, since instead of being the 1 in 25, it's the 25 out of 25. So now they're going back, and since everybody ordered the other cover, because that was not the expensive one, So now they're printing up the other cover for, as a regular cover. So now we're going to have two 25 out of 25 covers and no 1 out of 25 covers for this particular book. I found that amusing. What we see, if you look at the UPC code, where is it? I don't know if it'll focus on it. Right up there, it says 00116. And that 6 at the end means 6th printing. And 11 is issue 11. So that's how you can, I don't know if you know that, but that's how you can tell, or issue 1, pardon me, 01, let me see, issue, I think on the other one, there should be one more 1. Yep, this is 01111. So 0 and then 4 ones. The last one means first printing. I think it's and then the 11 and then the 1 means cover A. It'd be 2 if it was cover B or something. So this is 0116 is the first issue, cover A, 6th printing. But that's how you read UPC stuff. Okay, what do we have next? Grendel, Devil's Odyssey, issue number 8. I have no idea how this is going to end because this whole thing's been like a Star Trek thing where he's out exploring strange new lands in order to find a place for his people to land, to live on a new planet because their planet they're getting kicked off or something like that. So very 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 original series Star Trek, only with Grendel Prime. Except at the end of last issue, it all of a sudden turned into a satire about Trump. It was like, huh? Not that I've got anything against satire against Trump, but it was weird seeing it and all of a sudden pop up in Grendel Devil's Odyssey. Then what else do we have? Usagi Yojimbo, Dragon Bellow Conspiracy, issue number 2. This is the reprint of some early Usagi stuff that is now color. And this is one where it's bringing together a bunch of his co-stars. This being one. Matter of fact, they're what is his name? Jen? Is he the rhinoceros? He got his horn cut off at some point, and for years and years now, he's had a flat end on his horn rather than the point. So that's kind of interesting. And here's there's the pig with the wooden snout who smells things too. So there's a whole bunch of Usagi characters in that story. Usually he's got sort of one character with one of his I don't know what you'd call him. One of his supporting characters, other people in Usagi world is one of them can be with him in any given story. I think this one's got like 4, which makes it unusual. And let's see. I think this is the last one. Showed Spawn. Yeah, I'm losing track. I'm a little low energy. I can't keep track of stuff. The last one we got then is Vinyl. Issue 2. Ooh, looks scary. Is that wraparound? Oh, look, it wraps around. Issue 2 of Vinyl. The first issue was weird about this retired FBI agent who was still helping out the FBI as he kind of befriends and keeps an eye on some serial killer to gather evidence. But then some woman who runs a cult who he ran afoul of during his career decides she wants to kidnap and torture him. And so she picked him up as he was having lunch with the serial killer. And now the serial killer is showing up to save him. We think. Who knows? But that's what happened in the first issue. So we'll see what happens in this second one. Now we'll show you a little bit of art. By the way, I'm still working on, I told you last week, I wanted to actually start a Patreon. And I've been working on a digital magazine of my art that I can give to my Patreon supporters. So I've been working on that a lot this week. And I'm also working on, and in that digital magazine, I'll put stuff like this. Dreams of Things 115. This strangely shaped woman. I had fun with this one. I think I talked last week about how the color was so hard in these two. Color wasn't as hard in this this one. It came together a lot quicker. The space, this kind of, sometimes the color can be really hard when there's a lot of weird spaces going on. But this one didn't have the weird spaces. This one has mainly the big, huge figure, and I had to make her pretty colors. All right then. Some artwork, some comic books, an update on Patreon, and you guys have a good week out there.